Welcome to the Apple Daily News. This podcast is created by Generative AI. Today is 14th August 2024, and we have a fascinating lineup of stories for you. From the ongoing tussle between Patreon and Apple to the latest in AI technology, we've got it all covered. Links to all stories can be found in the episode notes. Patreon is under pressure from Apple to switch to its in-app purchase system, which only supports subscription billing models. Apple has warned that non-compliance could lead to the removal of the Patreon app from the App Store. Patreon is offering creators two options: increase subscription prices by 30% to cover Apple's fees or absorb the costs themselves. Some suggest a third option, allowing creators to opt out of in-app subscriptions entirely, which could generate positive publicity for Patreon amidst regulatory scrutiny of Apple's practices. An author expresses frustration with Apple's perceived stagnation in innovation compared to Android devices. Despite being a long-time Apple user, they find features like AI photo editing and real-time translation on Samsung's S24 Ultra more advanced. The author recently returned a new iPad Pro due to software limitations and praises the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra for its multitasking capabilities. They urge Apple to improve hardware updates and consider entering the foldable market. Apple has approved a Spotify app update in the EU, allowing users to view in-app pricing information. This follows a legal battle over Apple's App Store rules, which Spotify criticized as illegal and predatory. While users can't link directly to external payment options, this update marks progress in Spotify's ability to communicate pricing transparently, enhancing its competitive position in the music streaming market. The A2 FPGA is a new peripheral card for the Apple II series, providing HD video output and sound compatibility. It uses a modern FPGA for precise timing and offers 720p HDMI output. Sold by Reactive Micro, it enhances the classic Apple II experience on modern displays. Installation requires careful slot placement, and firmware updates are available to enhance functionality. Apple is seeking a senior software engineer specializing in Elixir for its environmental systems team in Seattle. The role involves developing systems to reduce Apple's carbon footprint, contributing to its goal of carbon neutrality by 2030. Candidates need strong skills in Elixir, Phoenix, and LiveView, with a competitive salary and benefits offered. Apple has mandated that Patreon transition to its in-app purchasing system for subscriptions, with a 16-month migration plan in place. This highlights ongoing criticism of Apple's App Store practices, particularly regarding inconsistent rule application. Patreon is dissatisfied with the options available, encouraging creators to inform subscribers about Apple's fees. Apple has halted an antitrust investigation in India by filing a complaint about the disclosure of confidential information. The Competition Commission of India withdrew reports accusing Apple of violating competition laws. This reflects ongoing global concerns about Apple's business practices, with similar investigations in other countries. The Free Software Foundation Europe is intervening in a legal case where Apple challenges its designation under the Digital Markets Act. FSFE aims to protect free software from monopolistic practices, arguing that Apple's policies create barriers for free software projects. The court's decision could impact software freedom and user choice. Generative AI is a focus for major tech companies, with tools for summarizing emails and documents. While practical, these features can misinterpret messages, leading to confusion. The technology is evolving, and while it may help in professional settings, it may not suit personal interactions. Companies must balance automation with meaningful communication. In a court case, a Samsung lawyer struggled to distinguish between the Galaxy Tab and the iPad during a patent dispute with Apple. This incident highlights the ongoing legal battle over design similarities between their devices. Critics argue that many electronic devices share similar designs due to functional requirements. The article discusses best practices for applying Terraform changes, advocating for applying changes after merging pull requests to avoid conflicts. This ensures that the merged code is the one applied, maintaining consistency in collaborative environments. Invested Pro offers on-demand courses focused on investing and day trading. The platform features courses for different skill levels, allowing users to learn at their own pace. It emphasizes personalized learning and community interaction, with experienced instructors providing real-world insights. That's all for today's episode of the Apple Daily News. We hope you found these stories insightful and engaging. Don't forget to check the episode notes for links to all the articles discussed. Join us again tomorrow for more updates on the world of Apple technology. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.